G'day Fred, JC from Adelaide Vehicle Centre. Like I said onto the phone to you before, mate, going to give you a quick tour and just more in-depth description of the XLT Ranger, just so you know what it looks like and pick up on all the things I told you about. But we'll get started. We'll start with the transmission. So pretty simple, 6-speed automatic. Also Triptronic, so you can control the gears up and down manually as well. This one has been fitted with an aftermarket reverse camera, if you can just see up the top here. See, someone's fitted that in, so a handy feature to have there. But coming back down, as you can see next to it, you got your 4x4 functions as well, in case you do feel like going full-wheel driving. Mate, click it into neutral and it's all automatic, so you can select those ones there as well. But we'll move on down. So you got your 2 cup holders. In here you got your coin purse tray, or your ciggies, whatever you want to chuck in there. Then down the bottom here, you got your dim box. Cool thing, it's built with an aircon fan in here, so good for those knockoff drinks. Chuck a couple of bevies in there and it keeps your drinks cool. Nice feature to have. But moving on up, mate, we got air conditioning. So the XLT is built with dual climate control. So if you're like me and my partner, I like to be hot, she likes to be cold. This thing saves the argument at the end of the day. So you can control the driver's side temperature with this gauge and the passenger side on the left here. And then all your fan speeds and selections are in the middle. But just below that, you've got 2 12-volt power sources. And then you have your AUX input as well as your USB as well to play your music through. But moving on up, on the left here you got your heel assist, so obviously when you're going down on a hill descent it keeps you on the speed level for your cruise control. And then you got your diff locks. Down here you got traction control. Moving on up to the head unit, like I said, all the functions, AUX, radio, AM, FM, as well as USB. But like I said before, it's built with Bluetooth connectivity, mate. That way you can make inbound, outbound phone calls without having the risk of, picking up your phone and get caught by the cops. But you can actually keep your eyes on the road and stay safe. So awesome feature to have, and you can control all that by the multi-function steering wheel here. So on the left-hand side, you got all your Bluetooth functions as well as your radio selections and volume, and really easy to use cruise control just here. On the left, we got windscreen wipers, and on the right, you got your indicator on your lights, so pretty straightforward there. Also fitted with electric brakes down the bottom here, as you can see there. And moving on to the right-hand side, you got your mirror functions, and it's also automatic closing, so the mirrors close automatically, as you can see just there as well. So awesome feature to have. Windscreen wipers are here, automatic windows are here on the right. And then basically up the top here we got sunnies holder. That's a necessity, they're not on your head. And then you got your light functions there as well. But one thing I touch on, mate, is just in the trimming here, notice there's a little bit of peeling coming off of the handle there, so a little bit of wear and tear. But other than that, everything's in really good condition. As you can see here, got all the books with your service history, as well as your heavy duty winch at the front, so you've got all your winch controls there. But what we'll do, mate, is we'll jump out and have a look around the vehicle and show you underneath the bonnet. Bloody thing's hard to get in and out of, having the lift kit. So, obviously underneath, mate, this hasn't been detailed, so you're literally the first person to get a quick look at it. So basically got your 3.2 litre turbo diesel, very economical and very powerful motor, can tow 3.5 tonne, even if you have to do the towing. But basically one thing I mentioned to you on the phone, Fred, is here at Adelaide Vehicle Centre, mate, we have a written structural guarantee in place. So what that is Adelaide Vehicle Centre, we structurally guarantee all our vehicles that they've never been in an accident that could affect the structural integrity of the car. One thing for yourself when looking at vehicles, have a look underneath the bonnets at the nuts and bolts, even the underneath here. Mate, if there's any tool marks on it, it's like paint's been stripped off of it, it's a good indication the bonnet's been taken off, and that's how you know it's been an accident. So a little handy feature there. But I'll get Lewis to run us around the vehicle. Obviously we've got that really nice TJM bull bar on the front with the foggies and stuff fitted in. And they've got a really heavy duty winch there as well. Coming along the side here, coming down the vehicle, you got your really nice side steps put in. Like I said, you got a little bit of a scuff mark there, but nothing major. Inside the handles, you got the nails. This one's on this side's pretty good. It's mainly the driver's side. One thing I love about the XLT sedan is just the headspace. Like I'm a big bloke, don't know how tall you are, but I'm 6 foot and got plenty of headroom for days. Like I mentioned to you on the phone, these back seats have hardly been worn in. Don't even think anyone's been sitting in them, so practically pretty fresh there. Run around the back side of the car now. Got those rims on it. Obviously, as you can see, it's been the lift kit as well. Run around the car. Got your sensors here on the back with that nice chrome back bull bar there. Custom plates. Also got your electric brakes fitting there, as well as your tow bar slot. Like I said on the phone before, bit of a mark here just above the Ford badge and underneath, but you know, cut and polish can get these things out, and I marked this along the side there. I'll pop open the hub for you. Hopefully you can see it. It's pretty bright out this way. So yeah, mate, tub liner, hardly any damage whatsoever. As I mentioned, a bit of scuff marks here just on the top of the tailgate, but nothing major, hardly been used from. I'm going to try and find out the previous owner for you, just to find out what it was actually used for. But also fitted in the back here, there's a 12-volt power source as well. So in case you need to hook up your Waco fridge and stuff there. Brandon coming around, a little bit of a scuff mark there. So everything to it, mate, it's really minor scuffs. Like I said, nails inside the door handles, but good thing is there's no dents coming along the side here. One thing I noticed here is a little bit of a mark there, but other than that, you know, car's in really good condition for what it is. You're getting the first look of it, so I'm looking at, we're basically learning this vehicle out together, mate, but that's the Ford Ranger XLT. I hope you enjoyed the video and it gave you more insight of the vehicle, and I'll keep in touch and get on the phone with you. Cheers, Fred.